Wow.
Hi.
Well, this show is consideration. Hey, I'm Ian Touchboy.
Sydney C says,
Yep.
CloverCreditRecovery.com.
Yep. And we just saw Boarding School Las Cumbres or El Internado.
So, El Internado Las Cumbres.
Yeah.
And so I'll give the sort of synopsis. And so basically, in a nutshell, what this series is about. First of all, it's in Spanish. It's originally, I guess, filmed in Spain.
Yeah,
and you can either watch it with subtitles or watch it dubbed.
Or dubbed,
We watched it dubbed, but you can switch it into
the
original language, which would have been fine too. But I actually thought their dubbing was pretty good this time.
The dubbing was fine, but honestly, it wasn't as better. But
really, I thought it was pretty good. I was surprised. It wasn't as like sometimes some movies are, where they're speaking and then their mouth stops. But anyway, so it's about a bunch of kids who are in a boarding school. Yeah. And who doesn't like a boarding school tale? I mean, you're talking like Harry Potter, the Umbrella Academy. So this is very big right now.
But this boarding school is more darker,
very dark. It's for kids who, as the headmistress puts it, nobody wants. So so they've either done something that's really egregious, such as shooting your father or blowing something up with a bomb. Or actually, to be fair, some of the kids I think are just not wanted. Like their parents are just, or they're orphans, and some uncle has stuck them in there. And so clearly, it's not a place where it's actually probably is similar to like wilderness camp in a sense, but at least they have like a place to sleep. It's not out in the wilderness, but they're treated
like criminals.
Yeah, they're treated very poorly. There's isolation. There's shaved heads for punishment.
Dehydration without food or water.
Starvation. And so this is not the greatest boarding school. So the only thing that these kids want, and I'm saying all of them, is to escape. And it's pretty difficult to get out of there. Yeah. Because if you watch the opening scenes, you can see that the school is actually built on almost like a cliff. Yeah. And so you have to go into this like forest to just
try to escape.
Yeah, and so with like some windy road, and if you don't have a car, I think you're pretty much
you're screwed.
I mean, there is a village which we find out you can bike to, but of course nobody has a bike.
Yeah, we haven't seen that village.
No, they never show you the village. Actually, everything takes place either pretty much in like a few different places.
Yeah, in the school, the church.
The school, the church. Well, the church is part of the school, but it's also, interestingly enough, run by monks. Yeah. There's a couple of people who seem to be very interested in the way that the children are being treated, plus the guy who is either the superintendent or even owns the school.
The owns the school, we don't have any
His daughter attends the school too, and the whole thing is just really weird.
Yeah,
there's
really
even
weird.
like weird doctors on campus.
And a weird big statue of birds.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of like ravens ravens around, and that seems to be the school like mascot somehow, and they're always doing like I don't know, just old fashioned, almost like communist country exercises, like a million times going over the pommel horse.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and it's just and the staff treats them like garbage.
Yeah, it does.
So it's just it's a horrible place. I mean, if we haven't like spelled it out, it's a horrible place.
Yeah. And I didn't doubt the schools have anything, but after the plot itself, okay, one thing about I think it was a horror story because it felt more horror, but no, this is not horror. It turned out it's more thriller, which I didn't know that.
It's more of a thriller.
Yeah. I thought it more horror.
I mean, there are some aspects of it that were truly frightening. Yeah. So I think it could be. I mean, I definitely think it's a thriller because you're trying to figure out like what's going on, what's behind all this, and there's a lot of. Is it
supernatural or science?
Yeah, is it supernatural? Is it science? Is it both? Because in a way, it kind of is. Well, there's a whole aspect of like. The devil being present.
Yeah,
and that conversation of how, to keep the devil out. Yeah. And so we start to find out that they're not doing such a great job of that either.
No, they're not doing a horrible job.
So there's a lot of there's a lot of science. I mean, it deals with like botany. There's a lot of supernatural. It's definitely pretty. I thought it was fairly creepy.
It's creepy.
This is not for the faint of heart. Honestly, this is not really for like a young kid. kid.
Yeah, I think the cast. Well, like I said, we don't know anything.
So the big star, I think, is Asia Ortega, which of course she's amazing. And I mean, I don't really know a lot of these people. I mean, they're probably stars in Spain, or maybe they're gonna be stars in Spain.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say is, a lot of people are talking about the breakout star, which was the original girl who got her head shaved, Paz.
Yeah.
She's supposedly like the breakout, like the new, But I thought all of the kids were fantastic.
I think they did a good job, like I said. But then we got the dub version. We don't know the language, so I think they would do voice for it. They did great well.
Oh yeah. I mean, and I really liked the headmistress. She was like one of my. She was insane. I hated her so much that I loved her.
Yeah.
She was horrible.
Yeah, she just completely
didn't have 1 ounce of feeling.
Yeah.
But then she kind of does. It's like, but it's all like about herself.
Yeah, she didn't give a damn anyone.
No. So it's really good. I think that one of the things that is very tough to understand is each episode goes in a different
tone.
Well, I don't know what it is. It just goes like I mean, it's like each episode introduces something new, and then at the very, very, very end. So the season, the end, the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
There's still things that I have no idea.
Yeah, same here. In fact, the way it ended, it ended with what?
Well, I understand like what happened at the end now, but we still don't know. There's a lot of things we don't know. Which I kind of like, because that means there's going to be a season 2, hopefully.
If there is season 2, because I don't know the season 2 yet, it did well. Guys, same everything on Tomato.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, super fun on IMDb, but no good on IMDb, so yeah.
I mean, it could, I think it's. I thought it was way, better than a lot of things. American.
Yeah.
Stories like that I've seen, but I love
this guy. This actually got a lot more darker than a lot of American
I mean, a lot of times in American series or movies, we don't really do things to children, which is really I mean, some awful things happen.
Yeah,
and that this is not, there's it's really cryptic. But I think if you're a horror buff and a thriller buff and you love series about boarding schools, which I don't know, for whatever reason also I think you'll enjoy it. I think you should watch it.
After me, I say check it out and work for some new, something fresh. Granted, as I said, we got the English dub, so we don't know the difference between English dub and the original version.
Well, my friend who is from Puerto Rico watched the whole thing in Spanish, and she was the one who actually recommended it to me, and I actually thought it held up even with the dubbed. But if you really want to, then take off, just watch it with subtitles. You're gonna understand, you're gonna get it. I say watch it. It's only eight episodes.
Granted, we skipped one episode.
We did skip one episode, which of course he had to tell you, which we didn't really need to tell you that, but it just started. They kept kind of going in I felt like the same circle.
Kept going in circle. That's why we watched.
We skipped 6. Yeah, and I was just like, okay, come on. But anyway, I think you should watch it.
Yeah, I should check it out because now you have to. Well, one of the biggest fans, you can check that show out as well. But after that, you watch this show because this would be a genre. We want to deal with more sitcom, but it didn't want to talk it.
If you're on a foreign movie binge. There's a lot out there right now that's actually on
on
Netflix, Prime,
Disney Plus,
HBO Max, tons of stuff. So anyway, should we do our weighting?
Yeah, we should be waiting. So you go first.
Okay, so I give it a 3.5 out of 5. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I was very intrigued. Like I said, that one episode, I don't know, I just might have been just being myself, or you ever just want to know the ending.
Yeah.
So I might have been being a little bit too
Well, it was actually me. Well, I said, okay, nowhere. We just skipped.
Yeah, you're right. We felt like we were just in the same spiral.
Yeah.
So what do you give it?
After me, I mean, this was a bad show for me. I actually got more interesting near the end of it because we found it some answers, but not really. The cliffhanger annoyed me, but looking back at it, I think that kind of makes sense, sort of, but still with more questions.
Okay.
And if we do get season 2, I'm going to check it out because
we'll watch it.
Yeah.
Because we need to let you know. So what's your rating?
It's a new one, but 3 out of 5 stars.
Oh. Okay.
Is it perfect? No. Is it good?
Yes.
I say I might check it out for curiosity. It's really something new, something fresh. Granted, as I said, English dub, I can't really compare the two, so you want my way, you want to do English, The brother or better.
Yeah, but just one more like sort of just. This is not like real. I don't think this is for someone personally. It depends on your own child.
Yeah.
But it could freak somebody out who's like young. So if you think this is going to be like, I don't know what like boarding school thing, but if you think it's going to be like Madeline, it's not.
Or something like that.
Right. It's like this is. I don't think it's like really for kids in that sense.
It's not.
So if you're like under 13, of course me being me, of course I would let my kids watch because I'm just I'm not disciplined. But I get it. So anyway, we will see you soon on our next review.
Next review on hopefully Coming to America 2.
Oh yeah, Coming to America 2.
We still have finished that.
We watched it in pieces. No, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it now. But we'll see you soon.
Yep. Please comment on Twitter, on Twitter. Please subscribe to the channel. Like on YouTube, please push the bell icon. Y'all do what you can. And stay tuned for the next review on Coming to America 2. And see you next. See ya.
Bye.